Hi there, this video is going to show you how to use the Arduino and RFID in a box. Once you get the product from me, you first have to connect that to your PC with the USB cable. And what you see here is my device manager screen, and underneath these ports you should see an entry called USB serial CS340. This indicates that the Arduino and the PC are able to communicate without any problems. If you come across a kind of a X mark or some kind of a yellow mark here, that means your PC has not got the required driver for this Arduino. So I've got one more video that explains how to install this driver. So what it also shows here is the Arduino is connected to the PC and available in COM37 port. So insert the mini CD you got, and you see these folders there, and the first folder is the Arduino folder, and this has got the compiled Arduino program, and the next is the desktop app. This is where I'm going to spend most of my time in this video. This is the VB.NET program I mentioned about, which we are going to study in detail. In the docs folder you got the documentation which explains the structure of Mifare 1K and 4K, and you got the driver. This is the driver you're going to use if your Windows 7 or Windows 8 did not recognize the Arduino first time. I got photos. These are the photos I got in the eBay, and the video, all the help videos are copied here, so you don't have to go to YouTube. Xloader, this is an app from internet. You can use this program to copy my Arduino program into any of your microcontrollers. So open this desktop app and double click Mifare 1K viewer.exe file, and this is the app which is used to communicate with the RFID and using Arduino. So the first thing we have to do is connect to the USB device. So when you click on this connect button, you should get a message that says no Arduino board. So click again. Okay, it says connected. Okay, USB port COM37. If the connection is not successful first time, please click again and you should get connected. So what we have here is this program is connected to the Arduino in the USB. So I have given you 3 RFID card to play with. The first one is the keychain, so the key fob. Place this on the device and click on select. So you can see here the message says found RFID card of type 1K, and once you finish working with this key fob, you can click a stop. Let's try the other two as well. So this time I'm going to take the RFID 1K card, place it on the box and click select. You should see that found RFID card of 1K, and before you remove from the box, it's better you click on a stop. And I've also given you the Mifare Classic 4K, which has got 4 kilobytes of memory. Place that on the box and click select. This time you see that it has recognized a card of type 4K. So let's try to explore what is inside these RFID cards. So I'm going to place the 1K card and select, and you see that it's a 1K card. This screen or this tab allows you to do all the basic operations. So I'm assuming that you know that this RFID card consists of sectors and blocks. If you don't know that, I've got some other videos that explains everything from the basics. So let us see what is in this card. Click on the dump and click on go. So what you see here is this program is trying to get all the information from the entire card, and this takes some time. Yeah, so what you see here is a lot of data which says it has a sectors, and the sector starts from number 0 to number 15, because 1K has got 16 sectors and each sector has got a block. These horizontal lines, this is horizontal rows, this is a block. So each block has got 16 bytes of memory, which I have shown here as B0 to B15, and the block also has got access rights and the block address. So this particular card has got 64 blocks with address 0 to 63. So as you can see here, the very first block has got some data which is already recorded when the card is manufactured, and this is called as the manufacture block. So what you see here is an hexadecimal. If you can swap it to ASCII mode, click that, exactly the same data, this time you're going to see in ASCII. So the first block, which is the manufacture block, has got some numbers here at the beginning and some characters from here. Okay, now the most important thing with any RFID card is every card has got a number, and this number is not a unique, but it has a number, and this card has got number C5, 23, CA and DC. This is the RFID card number, and as you can see, this number is also present in the block 0, or in other words, in fact what you see here is the extracted value from the block 0 of sector 0. So as you can see here, C5 correspond to the first two characters, 23 and CA and DC. So this dump tab is called dump tab, allows you to fetch the entire RFID card data and show on the screen. And here I'm using key A. If you want to know more about key A, key Bs and all of the things, okay, please see my other videos, but in this video I'm assuming that you know all these terminologies. So if you go back to the operations here, you can authenticate, you can change, assume that you want to see a block by block, or you want to modify the data stored in any block. The first thing you do here is select the sector and the block, and as I said, this 1K card has got 15 sectors, so start from 0, and the block number starts from 0 to 3, or it has got 4 blocks. So if you see here, each sector has got 4 blocks and they are numbered from 0, 1, 2 and 3. So assume that I want to modify a block in sector 1. The first thing we do is you have to authenticate. Keep in mind, you cannot change or you cannot read the block data without authenticating. So you can either authenticate using key A or key B. So I'm going to authenticate using key B, and these values is the key values. And when you buy a new RFID card, the manufacturers already set the default key values for A and B as FFs, all FFs. So click on authenticate, you get a message, authenticate sector 0, key A, OK, and click on the read, and this shows the data that's stored in this block 1. If you want to modify this data, I can just go and assume that I want to set this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, something like that. Now after you finish entering the data for 16 bytes, if you click on the write button here, the write, so it says write to sector 0 and 1 is done, okay. So let us verify that the data is indeed recorded in RFID. So go to block 2, read. So this is the default data what you see here. Again come back to block 1, and if you read it again, as you can see here, it says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, okay. So what we did just now is we just modified the value that's stored in block 1. It's the same thing. You can take any random block, say go to block 6, okay. Every time you change the sector, you have to authenticate again. Authenticate and go to read. This is default values. Then you can